Okay, welcome to part 3 of the Movement Mastery series. Basically, knowing when to fight and when to move against bots specifically. Now, what I teach here is going to be applicable to no matter what faction you're against, whether it's the squids or bugs. I may do separate videos um, of how to fight, when to fight, when to move, specifically against bugs and Illumina and so on, but we'll see. Right, but for now, let's focus on the bots, and it's going to focus on scenarios when you are caught off guard and you're wondering, should I fight or should I move to a better location? Okay, and if you're wondering what loadout am I using, and this video, just like with the whole movement mastery series, is not tied to a specific loadout, although some loadouts are going to help better than others. But this movement mastery series applies no matter what loadout you're using. So I'm using scout armor. I'm using crossbow for primary, P4 senator for secondary, stun grenades, recoilless, strafing runs, rocket sentry, and autocannon sentry. Okay, so let us begin. And we're going to start off with some nice explosion of the detector tower. Okay. So you can see, if you've watched the earlier videos, I'm moving from cover to cover. And, okay, one thing I'll mention here, let's let it land. Okay, so a lot of times I like to initiate attacks by throwing a strafing run, and then when the strafing run is about to land, or while I'm waiting for it, I just use that moment to scan around the area and ask myself, should I keep fighting because there are no enemies nearby that I can see, or should I relocate and move to a different location? Or I can actually fire in two different areas at the same time. So if the strafing run is taking care of that section, I can focus on any bots over here that allows me to kill more bots quicker. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, I'm checking. Okay, let's go back. That's pretty important. Okay, you can see I'm just opening up the radar because I missed the rocket strider over here. I didn't see it. Okay, and I just checked the map, see like, hey, is there anything I've missed? So we've still got quite a lot of enemies. All those big dots for bots are rocket striders. Rocket striders? Chicken walk. I call them chicken walkers anyway. And a couple of small bots. Okay, could be berserkers and so on. I know there's two big targets, and I don't like the look of that, so I take a quick look behind, see what they are, and if I've been spotted. Okay, so we can see from behind me on the radar, there's two Hulks. Now, I don't know if they're Flamer Hulks, Rocket Hulks, or whatever. Either way, that's very, very bad if I get too occupied with the SAM site behind me. Okay, so, but it's not too bad. They haven't spotted me, right? So let's see what I do next. Oh, what you're probably hearing is my my autocannon sentry popping off in the background somewhere. I can't remember where I threw it. But as you can see, I've decided to throw my rocket sentry. Okay. So the reason why I threw up that hill is so that it can safely target the Hulks, right? Because I think, don't quote me on this, but I think it targets the closest units. That's what I think. And the biggest threat, so it's probably going to target the Hulks, and I've still got good cover. And also, the rocket sentry has about the longest range out of all the sentries. I think it's about 100 meters, so it can more than easily target all those other units as well, just in case there are berserkers. Also, it just has a better field of view, right? It can see any enemies and cover me if they're ambushing me from over there and I miss them, or over there. So I'd quickly check again, see, hey, is there any patrols that are coming in that weren't there before? Everything looks fine so far. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, so I'm ducking again just in case. Or actually, I think I noticed me getting shot from over here. So that's why I duck, right? And I can see, okay, so we have Hulks here. We have rocket striders that shot, that may shoot again. we have an oncoming patrol that seems to have some rockets, some shield devastators and so on. So I'm being attacked from one direction, two direction. My turrets are about to engage a third, and I have no idea what that is. I hope to God that, I'm pretty sure it's a trooper, but I hope to God that they don't call reinforcements, because then I am truly effed, right? So I'm engaged on, technically engaged on two fronts and about to be engaged on another two fronts, basically from every direction, which is bad. So I've just confirmed the dot behind me was a trooper. So obviously I'm going to kill that first because it's got the path of least resistance, right? I've got Hulks over here that the rocket sentry is engaging. You can see the smoke, right? So I think I'm safe behind me. I haven't engaged, but I know they'll be engaging me soon, so I need to get out here because the rockets can target these plants and just impact kill me. And I've got a nice big rock to kind of protect me against the patrol. So I'm going to focus on the trooper here. Okay, so I still don't know really what's happening, but I know I need to get away from there. I know what I have here is really, really flat terrain, and I could get overwhelmed because I could be handling the striders there, but then they could close in too much and just snipe me with along with impact damage from plants and so on. Either way, when you're being engaged from at least three fronts, or about to be engaged from three fronts, and your rocket sentries are deployed, right? Your RR shots are all depleted. You want to really consider, is this really the best spot, right? I decide no. So I get the hell out of there. Okay, so I realize I'm doing pretty well. I'm escaping from everything. I've got plenty of cover. I've got height. And you could say that if you have a lot of skill, maybe you could get out of that. But here's the problem with that. Okay, if you try to engage everything, which you could, right, and probably have a high chance of winning, the reason I don't do that is because I employ the min-max playstyle, not just the loadout. And min-max, a lot of people get confused about this, okay? What it simply is, or at least my definition of it, is I want to have the minimal chance of failure with the maximum or biggest chance of success. Smallest chance of failure, biggest chance of success. Now, biggest chance of success is me completing the objective. The smaller chance of failure depends on how much chance am I giving to my opponents. So if I stayed there and fought, my chances of succeeding will probably be about the same, but the chances of the enemy being able to damage me or kill me is really like a lot higher. But because I've moved up this hill with lots of cover, okay, and I've moved out of line of sight of a lot of enemies, I'm gonna have a high chance of winning simply because I've got my sentries covering my back. I've probably got a few strafes left, okay, and there's a very low chance of the enemy being able to retaliate, whether it be through conventional means, right, by shooting me, or some bullshit buggy coding, okay? Anyway, let's continue. And I'll be talking more about this min-max in my squid guide that will be coming out later as soon as the squids get an update, because out of every YouTuber I've seen, not one of them so far understands min-maxing when choosing loadouts and playstyles against squids. Yeah, so obviously I'm just softening it up again, and I'm using that opportunity, right? This is what I don't see a lot of players doing. They just engage, and they don't let things like strafe engage, clear out targets for them, and just letting them relax. Have a look around your area again, see, are you about to be flanked again? Because that's what we don't want. Okay, I'm safe. I go back, read the map, see if there's anything, and it looks pretty safe. Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because there's no real action. Okay. Yeah, I just like shooting mines because it's cathartic, or whatever you call it. And sometimes you step on them accidentally. Okay, we're looking at the map, see what's there. What do you know? Most of the enemies are dead or... Yeah. Okay, I'm shooting. I got plenty of cover. And the reason why I'm saying that, even though I'm kind of exposed, is I've already, before being engaged over there, I already had a quick scan of the enemies and there didn't seem to be anyone there. So I figured it's pretty safe, right? But over here, all the enemies are cleared. I can safely go back and, to be honest, there's, what, 30-second difference? Like, it's fine, right? If you engage too much, you're going to get like battle fatigue or whatever they call it in real life, where if you're under constant stress for too long, the chances of you making mistakes is going to be so much higher, right? So fight, give yourself a rest, scan, make the decisions so you can be proactive rather than reactive. Because the moment you're in a fight, you're reactive. Okay, you only see one or two steps. But when you are calm and collected, you've given yourself time and space to think, then you can be more proactive and dictate how the battle should go rather than having your opponents ambush you and making you reactive so you react to their movements. No. Games are far more enjoyable, normally speaking, when you can dictate how often you fight, when you fight, because that's how you have more fun. Okay, but anyway, that's it for this video. A lot of explanations, but hopefully it helped explaining of when to fight and when to move. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.